Did I scare you? Did I get you? I got you. I can see it. I made you jump so hard. I totally got you. You were not expecting it. You can't even lie. That's so embarrassing. I got you so good. Everyone saw that. Everyone saw you jump. Oh my god, you even screamed a little. Oh my god, so cringe. Did I really get you? Please be honest. Did I actually scare you, or were you faking it? Were you trying to make me feel good? Are we okay? Are we still friends? Are you mad at me? I'm sorry. I did not mean to scare you. I mean, I did, but like, I didn't expect you to react this way. I'm sorry. I'll let you be. Have a good one. Bye. Bye.
Gotta be Kim. I gotta come to her defense once again, dude. Seriously, stop. It was a joke. Get over it, okay? Bye.
I'm sorry. Was Joffrey just here? Did Joffrey just come to talk to you? Joffrey, not cool.
Yeah, right.
I'll talk to him. He's not supposed to be rude.
Girl.
I'm so sorry. Okay, let's just chat. Let's sit down, let's have a chat, let's get into it. All right. Welcome back to another video of Blabber Mouth. And if you still have not seen the other videos, why? I do not like to repeat myself. I will now because I love you. I mean, I have feelings for you. What can I say? Anyway, so today I have come in with one topic. I will go through a series of 5 different little mini topics stemming from that first topic. Then I'll have to eventually link that fifth topic back to the first topic. Let's see how off subject we get today. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get the familiar tingle of fall. It is right around the corner. We're officially into September, which means it's kind of autumn. I think it's autumn. Let's do some fall-themed things. I'm way too excited for Halloween. Today's topic is going to be the history / why do we carve pumpkins? Let's ask, why do we carve pumpkins? We carve pumpkins for Halloween due to an old Irish myth about Stingy Jack, who was doomed to wander the earth after being rejected from both heaven and hell. That is so sad. Who rejected Stingy Jack, and why is he called Stingy Jack? Why is he being subject to neither click, heaven or hell? Irish immigrants brought the tradition of carving scary faces into turnips and other vegetables to frighten spirits away on All Hallows Eve. In the US, they found pumpkins were a larger, more available substitute, leading to the modern jack-o'-lantern tradition. Who the heck was Stingy Jack? He was also known as Jack the Smith, Drunk Jack, Flaky Jack, Jack-o'-lantern, and Pumpkin Jack. Wow, he had a reputation that only some of us can dream about receiving one day.
Bruh.
Stingy Jack is a mythical character sometimes associated with All Hallows Eve while also acting as a mascot of the holiday. I have never heard of Stingy Jack, but I've heard of Jack-o'-lantern. They just kind of left Stingy out. Were they being stingy with his official title? Who is the real problem here? I don't know. I don't think it's Stingy Jack anymore. So pretty much, Jack helps an old man who is revealed to be an angel. To reward him, the angel grants Jack 3 wishes. He uses these to punish anyone who sits in his chair, takes wood from his tree, or tries to take his cobbling tools by fixing them to the ground. The angel is disappointed by this and bars Jack from entering heaven. Jack manages to deflect Satan's messengers who attempt to trick him, and he is condemned to roam the world neither heaven or hell. So he is outside of either clubs. I mean, hey, people are not leaving this guy alone. And so now he is trying to take some action to make sure that they do not sit in his chair and steal from him. I think that's a reasonable response. He's just playing the defense. He's not being the offense. And if someone punches you in the face, are you going to punch them back? I say no. Why fight fire with fire? But I mean, Jack here sounds like people are really trying to get to him. And he is just trying to defend himself. He was a drunkard. Classic. Oh, he was known as a deceiver or a manipulator. On a fateful night, Satan overheard the tale of Jack's evil deeds in Silver Tongue. Unconvinced and envious of the rumors, the devil went to find out for himself whether or not Jack lived up to the vile reputation. Typical Jack, he was drunk and wandering through the countryside at night when he came upon a body on his cobblestone path. The body with an eerie grimace on his face turned out to be the devil himself. Jack was like, I'm in trouble. Satan had to collect his malevolent soul. Jack won one last drink before going to hell, and Satan was like, sure.
Let's go grab a brewski with the broski for one last final night.
And so then Jack was like,
Hey, dude. Kinda awkward. I forgot my wallet. You mind covering this one? You're the one who's taking me down to the underworld, so wish you could do it, honestly.
And Satan was like,
You want me to pay for your tab? I could have made you walk or crawl down to hell, but here I am, conducting a personal chauffeur to the underworld, and you're asking me for more help?
oh my gosh, wait. So Jack convinced Satan to turn Satan himself into a silver coin. He'll pay the barkeep, then he'll be able to turn himself back into Satan and not a coin. But, so Jack put Satan as the coin into his pocket. Inside the pocket was also a crucifix. So Satan's powers, can't do anything because the crucifix kept him as a coin. And then in return, Jack demanded for his freedom. And and Satan would have to spare Jack's soul for 10 years. Not that bad of a deal, but if you're doing a deal with the devil, come on. Can't the devil just say,
Hey, okay, sure, sounds good.
and then once he's back into his normal form, still take him to hell? Who's to say he's gonna honor the 10-year deal?
Bruh.
After 10 years, they say, hey, nice to see you again. They meet up. The devil was like,
Hey, bro, it's time.
Jack wanted one last meal, an apple. Why not, right? It's not like it's alcohol, this drunkard. And Satan said,
Sure.
why isn't the devil, after the first go around, why isn't he making Jack do this chore? Instead, the devil goes up and climbs a tree, and Jack surrounds the base with crucifixes. And the devil's like,
Oh, I've been fooled again. This jokester. What can you do?
and so the devil is frustrated because he's trapped inside this tree. Dude, jump off the side. If the crucifixes are at the base, can't you just do your little devil powers and go wee and land on the opposite side of wherever the tree is? Or is it a fairy circle type of situation? You can't get out and it goes straight up. Is the devil trapped in this circular tube? And so Jack said,
Hey, I'll let you come down from this tree, but you'll have to agree to never take me to hell.
and the devil said,
Sure, why not? I'm done with you. Let me out of this tree.
hey, it's kind of, it gives me a flashback to another historical event, would you say, of Adam and Eve. He said,
This reminds me of the good old days. I'll climb this tree because I used to as a snake form with my old buddies Adam and Eve.
why not be nostalgic for a little bit? I think that's his Achilles ankle.
You need to leave.
So eventually, Jack drank way too many brewskis and died. And he wanted to go to heaven. And God said, nah, bruh, we can't let you in. Who do you know here? No one, because you're a lying, deceitful con artist. So he said, no, you can't get into heaven. Maybe try hell. So Jack went down to hell and begged for admission into the underworld. And the devil was like,
Dude, do you not remember our deal? I made a deal with you and I have to honor that.
this is the moment the devil chooses to be, okay, sure, I'm going to be truthful and honest and stick with my wits here. Isn't the devil about deceiving and manipulating people? This is the time he chooses to say,
No, dude. Sorry, I have told up my end of the deal.
and he was very nice and gave Jack an ember so he could see in the darkness. It's kind of nice.
Huh?
So now, because of Jack's sinful ways and the deals he's made, he cannot go to heaven or hell and has to pretty much stay in this purgatory. The ember is inside of a turnip. Turnip, am I right? Do we get it now? Do we get it?
No.
So the turnip with the ember inside of it, what does that sound like? A pumpkin. Cute. In the US, they said, okay, we're not going to be putting any more candles in turnips. This is stupid. We have a way to capitalize on this, of course, because Americans are business people. Let's make it a pumpkin because they're cuter, they're bigger, and we can sell more product. More than ever before, and we'll see all the riches of the land. So shout out to Stingy Jack for giving us what we know and love today as carving pumpkins, a favored tradition around the Halloween season. What does an ember inside of a turnip look like? This is what we're dealing with? Oh gosh, that is not cute. I am so glad we went to carving pumpkins. This is much better. How long do jack-o'-lanterns last outside? I think it's about a week after you carve them. 3 to 7 days, okay. It depends on the weather. That also plays a big factor. So to make your pumpkin last longer, you want to choose a firm pumpkin without blemishes and carve it closer to Halloween. Keep it in a cool shaded spot and consider applying a sealant like petroleum jelly or a dilute bleach solution to slow decay. What does Stingy Jack look like? I want to see this guy. Yeah, he is an interesting looking fellow. Sorry. Ooh, does Stingy Jack haunt specific locations? Can we go visit Stingy Jack? He does not haunt specific locations, but rather is condemned to wander the earth forever. Yes, but does he have like a favorite spot? Does he go to the movie theaters? What bar? He's perpetually bar crawling. That's amazing. I'm going to go with Stingy Jack for Halloween this year. Oh, so you can see him in bogs and marshes. You can see the flickering lights in the countryside. These lights, called will-o'-the-wisps, often appeared in bogs and marshes where they were said to lure travelers to their demise. And people carved pumpkins because they want to ward off these evil spirits and they want to ward off Jack. He could also be taking residence inside a carved jack-o'-lantern on Halloween night. Stingy Jack could either be inside of your pumpkin on your front doorstep, or he could be so frightened of your doorstep pumpkin that he runs away to the bogs and the marshes. Understood. A will-o'-the-wisp is a folklore phenomenon of mysterious flickering lights often seen over bogs and marshes at night that are believed by some to be spirits or mischievous fae, luring travelers to their doom. Let's ask, where are mischievous fae located? Magical places like enchanted woods, hills, lakes, and streams, but also in their spirit realm. Or especially when the veil between worlds is thin. I've heard that you don't really want to get involved with the fae because they're pranksters, they're tricksters, they'll steal your stuff. What's Beltane and Samhain? So Beltane is a Celtic festival celebrating the beginning of summer, fertility, and new life, traditionally held around May 1st, while Samhain marks the beginning of winter and is the Celtic New Year, a time to honor the dead and the harvest. It is the modern basis for Halloween. And all these traditions combine to separate the year into its bright and dark halves, occurring when the veil between the living and spirit worlds is thinnest. Why does the veil between the living and the dead happen? The concept of the veil between the living and the dead is a metaphorical idea found in many spiritual and cultural traditions rather than a single scientific phenomenon. It serves as a way to explain the separation between our physical world and the spiritual realm, and its thinning is often used to describe heightened spiritual awareness or the perception of paranormal activity. Let's see why it exists. Mythological and spiritual reasons say it's a barrier for human protection, the forgetting of past lives, and a necessary limit to human perception. Pretty much, by the time it's Halloween, everything kind of dies off. Your harvest dies off. It's starting to get colder outside. You start to cozy up. It gets darker earlier in the evening. So it freaks people out, essentially. The veil can also be thinned if you go through something very intense or a big transition. So if someone in your life, that will thin the veil. Is a thin spiritual veil dangerous? In most spiritual traditions, a thin spiritual veil is not inherently dangerous, but rather indicates heightened spiritual sensitivity. However, this can present challenges if the individual is not spiritually prepared or protected. A thin veil can be a positive experience for some, while others may find it overwhelming or frightening. So if you're not used to seeing ghosts in the corner of your room, I'm sorry, you're out of luck. If you don't mind the extra company around this time, great. Throw a house party, invite me, so we can communicate with beyond the physical world when it's at the thinnest. So you better start preparing now. How do you prepare for a thin spiritual veil? So you have to ground yourself, create a calm, quiet space, carry your crystals, and also open your heart to intuition and connection with spirits or ancestors. Let's ask something scary. Why not? Let's ask something freaky. How do you summon a bad spirit? I'm not doing that. I'm just asking for curiosity. I'm just asking. Let me grab something. Joffrey is he's gonna hang out with me while I do this. He's cool, he's chill. He also carries this, which is pretty much accumulation of items to ward off spirits and to protect. This was my grandmother's, and she lived in a haunted house. My cousins and I, we used to play this game called the Booted Man. Her basement, underground, of course, as basements typically are. We would run around in the dark, and we would try to scare each other. And if you looked under the small hole in the staircase, you could see hanging boots, and they're kind of surrounded by a trench coat. So we called that
the Booted Man.
One person was appointed to be the Booted Man, and everyone else would hide in this pitch black basement. You got no lights, you can't see anything. You really would wish that you had a ember inside of a turnip to light your way.
But no.
No, you did not. Thanks a lot, Stingy Jack. So everyone's hiding in the dark. The Booted Man, which is the person who was appointed, would run around and try and find everybody, and you will get scared out of your mind because this is kind of a creepy basement. We have this to protect us. 1 second. Cool. Swag. He's officially swagged out. How do you summon a bad spirit? Based on many spiritual and religious beliefs, attempting to summon a negative or bad spirit is considered extremely dangerous and is strongly advised against. No duh. Traditions hold that such acts can open a person up to serious harm, including possession, negative energy, and other dangerous consequences. I imagine. Deception, danger, misfortune, and attachment. So if a ghost comes up to you and says, hey dude, I'm so chill. I'm so cool. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Don't trust it. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't want that. Bruh. So if you're experiencing any of those things, you can always clean your house. Salt, setting boundaries, say, dude, please, I'm not in the mood, just leave, okay? You're not paying rent, you're not helping out around the house, and honestly, you smell kind of bad, and I'm pretty sure you don't brush your teeth, so leave. Boundaries, they're important.
No.
Prayer and religious rituals, say, Jesus, homeboy, please help me out.
No.
I've got myself into a little trouble here, can you just kind of swoop in real quick and kick my buddy out? I mean, it's tough being a landlord, and sometimes you have to call in JC to do the hard work. Go see a priest, go see a shaman, I don't know, good luck. Bruh. Honestly, you could probably go into a Spencer's and the person at the cash register will probably know how to help you too. So actually, maybe they'd make it worse. I don't know. Where would the Spencer employee kind of fit into the situation? Would they be, hey, welcome spirit? Not welcoming one at this time. Thank you very much. We're at full capacity. Joffrey here doesn't want any other roommates. Just gonna throw that out there. All right. Well, that didn't really give us an answer as to how exactly you can summon a bad spirit, but I will save that for the month of October. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. Let's recap what we covered today. Are you ready for that?
Girl, do not be asking me questions.
Dude, give me some space. You're like right up on me.
You're chopped.
He's kind of attached. He's obsessed with me. It's fine.
Me obsessed with you.
All right, let's recap it.
Why do you look like that?
Is that cool with you?
Everyone knows I'm the favorite.
Joffrey, I let you join the video one time, and now you got an ego?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, that's...
How dare you?
Seriously, he's gonna be quiet.
Fine.
Thank you.
I'm doing charity work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What?
Thank you. Okay. As I was saying, let's recap what we covered today. First, we asked, why do we carve pumpkins? What's the history? What's all that jazz about? Then we discovered how you can summon Will-o'-the-wisps,
What?
Will-o'-the-wisps, and the Fae, and also the history of Stingy Jack, the drunkard, manipulator, deceiver. What a man. Am I right, ladies? Then, the history of Beltane and Samhain. Don't know if I'm pronouncing those right. We discovered how synonymous they are with Halloween. Different cultures, different strokes for different folks. Then, we discover what the thinning of the spiritual world versus the physical world looks like. Be prepared, okay?
I'm prepared.
Yes, I know you're prepared. We got that.
Go ahead.
And finally, we asked, how do we summon a bad spirit? Didn't really get too much of an answer other than don't really do it, and I respect that. We went from the history of why we carve pumpkins and how jack-o'-lanterns came to be in the modern world to how do we summon a bad spirit? Quite a jump, but honestly still in the same realm of the same breadth of a topic. And now we will link them back together. This one's honestly not that hard. If you do not carve a pumpkin this holiday season, you are welcoming a bad spirit to your door. But then again, in some traditions, you are also not welcoming a bad spirit to your door because Stingy Jack can't climb inside of your turnip pumpkin hybrid and sit on your front porch. Although, if you live near bars and you often have people pass out on your porch after a long night of drinking, maybe you're cool with this. I'll leave that up to you. I'll let you make that sophisticated decision. But at the end of the day, just carve a pumpkin, please. It's not that hard. You gotta stunt on these ghosts and tell them my swag is so turned on right now, you can't even come up onto my porch because you're so intimidated by my artistic skills. Beat that, the devil. Yeah. Stay safe out there, okay? All right, I'll see you on the flip. Bye! All right. Cool, we're done. Do you think we actually got them?
Yes.
Do you think they think we're actually mad at each other? Oh my gosh, your roasts were so good. I don't know how you thought about that.
I didn't. You're right.
I know. Thank you.
But actually mildly funny.
Stop it. You're going to make me blush, Joffrey. You can't be saying all that. You know we're just friends.
It's gonna stay that way.
Same time next week?
Well, you see, I have to check my schedule.
Yeah. I mean, if you have time in your schedule, I appreciate any effort that you make towards the project.
Of course, I'm the best.
Yeah. If you have time, no pressure or anything like that. So, what are you up to for the rest of the day?
My paranormal pals are coming over.
Wait, no. We're not gonna have them here. They're not coming here. You can go to their place, but they can't come here. We have a rule.
I have friends.
Joffrey, gosh. Okay, maybe two. That's
What
it.
about Stingy Jack?
Yes, two. Oh, fine. Okay, fine. You can bring him.
That's what I thought.
But that's it?
Fine.
Whatever. Okay, fine. But last time they raided my SpaghettiOs supply. Can you just tell them not to touch those again? I need my SpaghettiOs.
I simply don't care.
Okay, cool.
I'd rather not. What?
What are you guys still doing here? This is a private conversation.
They're obsessed with us.
I know. Can you believe that? That's so rude.
You're chopped.
Okay, bye.